Are these the best side steps for the Rubicon 392? Let's find out. Now we're here in our service center at Susquehanna Automotive, and behind me I've got this beautiful 2021 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon 392. Now this one was special ordered for a customer of ours, and it just came in. It was just off the delivery truck, and the first thing that he wanted to do before he even picked it up from the dealership was add a set of powered side steps. These are the AMP Research Power Steps, and they are great, and they offer a ton of models for different F-150s, Rams, basically any vehicle you think of. So normally in our service center, we are doing everything, oil changes, engine swaps, all sorts of other, maintenance items to our vehicles, but we do offer aftermarket parts sales as well as installation here at Susquehanna. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna kind of walk through a little bit of that process, check out what it looks like when they're done, and show you why these are some of the best side steps for your 392, and honestly for a lot of other vehicles. We're gonna stop talking here, check out what we've got going on behind us, so stay tuned. With all Rubicons, especially the 392, they do come factory with these rock sliders here. And that's a great option to have. We've got rock sliders on if you're trying to go right out onto the trail, but for the vast majority of us, it really comes down to the fact of getting in and out of the vehicle. That's what these AMP Research Power Steps are gonna do. They're gonna eliminate the rock rails, give us a nice high tucked step that actually comes down and allows you to enter and exit the front and back of your vehicle. Now what's interesting, you have to rip apart a little bit of the interior here, and that's just to tap in for your wiring connections. So these are gonna activate when you open and close the doors. All right guys, so we're kind of at a stopping point here. Well, just a little bit of pause to show the wiring. That's gonna be the most involved part of this entire process. Getting the actual brackets on, the motors on, installed, and the lighting is very easy. It's very simple for you to do. The wiring takes some time, and I'll be honest with you, you do have to tap into some factory connections up in the kick panel on the passenger side. So if you're not experienced with this and you're local in the Wrightsville, Pennsylvania area, you're in central PA and want to make the drive out to us, we'd be more than happy to get these installed for you at a reasonable price. Give us a call, we can quote you out for this kind of job. Now, if you aren't local and you're trying to do this yourself, don't be too intimidated by it. However, you'll want to take your time for sure because you're cutting into factory splices and you're going into that factory connection up there. So drop a comment below, guys. I do like to hear from what you guys are thinking of. What is your dream off-roader? I know a lot of you guys you're in Tacomas, you're in 4Runners, you're in Wranglers, trucks, whatever it might be. What's kind of the pinnacle of your genre? For Wrangler owner like myself, this is pretty much the pinnacle. Now, bar none, if Jeep decides to throw a Hellcat in it, that would one-up this. But for right now, this is the top, I would say, in the Wrangler world. So drop a comment below. I'd like to hear what you think. Well, that's it. All the wiring is wrapped up underneath there. Jose did a great job doing all that. Really made it look factory and give it a nice clean look. It's all gonna get tucked behind those plastic panels that were popped off. And then the inside of the vehicle is wrapped up now. So all that's left to do is pop off these Rubicon rock rails. And we're gonna go ahead and start adding a couple different brackets, make sure that power board can get all mounted up to that. We have 2 lights in this kit, so this kit did opt for the lights, which is really nice. As soon as you open the door, get a little courtesy light on the front and rear door, so all 4 doors get a nice little courtesy light. I had them on mine at night. It's really awesome too. You go pop that door open, you got full lighting around the whole vehicle. Well, not too far after we did all that wiring on the inside, Jose did all the wiring, we got the brackets installed here. So both of the brackets, front and rear, mounted up the motor, just kind of tinkering with the wiring up there. The last step to put on is the boards, so the actual platforms in which that you step on, and then those are just gonna easily retract up along the side. So that is gonna be the action that these are making. That's the last little bit we have to do, button up some of the wiring under the hood, and then we're gonna try these things out. I'm excited for these to see how they all look on the 392. Obviously, it's not much different than a standard JL in terms of looking at it from the side, but I think for a convenience factor on this Jeep, it's gonna be A+. This is gonna look really, really nice. Here's the final result, guys. A few hours later, we had it in the shop there. Jose and I helped out a little bit, just putting these on, but they are completely done on this 392. Now, obviously, these are a power step, but when they're not completely retracted out, they aren't too noticeable here. Honestly, they look pretty nice. They still cover that pinch seam, which I think, honestly, a lot of the side steps, you need to cover that because it doesn't look too good when it's exposed. But the final result, and what all you guys are waiting for, is what these look like when they're open and how quick they open up. Go ahead and pop the door open, and they completely go down just like that. Super simple. Honestly, it is very nice for you and your passengers, and I don't have a tape measure on me, but I'd be willing to say that's at least 8 to 10 inches of a drop there. So definitely very easy to get in and out. Close the door, right back up. So nice up high and tucked. Works with the rear door too, so if you just got your kids or passengers going in the back, boom, there you have it. Close the back door, give it a few seconds, and they pop right back up. Now the nice part is too, so say your kids are getting in the back of these, you open up the door, all right, you know, one of your kids is still outside, one of your passengers, they still have their foot on there. These have an automatic stop, so they're not gonna go up, they're not gonna crush your leg, they're not gonna jam anything up into there. So it just kind of stopped like that, and then once you open up the door again, it'll reset, give it a close, and they pop right back up. So definitely a great safety feature. Something you're not gonna have to worry about when you or your passengers are getting in. You're not gonna get anything caught in there that's gonna do any serious harm. Might just catch for a second and then it's gonna lock it out. But overall, this is a simple installation. I would highly recommend though, if you're not comfortable doing any sort of wiring and you're gonna be doing it onto an $80,000 Jeep like this, definitely bring it by Susquehanna Automotive. We can get these installed for you and have them properly working. They're gonna be working just as they should, plus everything is done exactly the way you want it to be. This has been a really fun video to do, and until next time, I'm Matt from Susquehanna Automotive, and I'll see you on the next one.